Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. This is the last signal from a world teetering on the brink. We face the truth right now. The US dollar, our lifeblood, our pride is bleeding out. It's September 16, 2025, and the clock is ticking. Inflation is clawing at our wallet. The Federal Reserve is scrambling, and the world is turning its back on the greenback. So, is this the end? Stay with me for this video and we'll unravel the collapse of our currency and what it means for you and me. As of September 16, 2025, the US dollar is experiencing a period of relative weakness after a sharp decline earlier in the year. Amid cooling but persistent inflation and expectations of Federal Reserve rate cuts. Inflation is ticking up. The dollar's value against major currencies has softened, driven by slower US growth, fiscal concerns, and global policy shifts. So let's not sugarcoat this. The dollar's down 10.7% this year alone. Its worst first half in over 50 years. Your groceries, my groceries, are up 2.9% since last August. Ground beef, 25.6% higher than January of 2024. That $100 you had last year, it's worth about $90 today, and it's shrinking faster than you can blink. So, what is driving the dollar's trajectory? Inflation is one of them. We just talked about prices in the grocery store and prices in anything you buy. Federal policy, so markets price in a September rate cut to counter labor market softening, weakening the U.S. dollar by making U.S. assets less attractive to foreign investors. Global factors like the U.S. fiscal deficit of $4 trillion and policy uncertainty are eroding confidence. Meanwhile, the dollar's reserve share is slowly declining as central banks diversify into gold or yen. Your dollar's purchasing power is down negative 2.9% over the past year, hitting essentials hard. But wage growth is negative 3.5%. It's outpaced it for many. So if the Fed cuts rates as expected, expect more US dollar softening short term, potentially fueling asset rallies. The world is done with us. Central banks are dumping dollars. 58% of global reserves are down from 71% a decade ago. They're hoarding gold and yen and even Bitcoin. I saw it on Wall Street. The game is rigged. The Feds are meeting tomorrow, September 17th, and the markets are betting 95% on a 25 basis point rate cut. That will torch the dollar. Bitcoin could hit 1 million, they're saying. Let's check out a video from someone I follow. Her name is Lynette Zhang. I covered a video of hers a couple weeks ago. She's a financial analyst of 50 years. And the video I covered a couple weeks ago was called The Financial Collapse of the Dollar. Go check it out. It's really interesting. She's brilliant. She knows so much about this stuff. But gold is rallying really hard. Central banks are buying it like crazy. And crypto, Bitcoin, Ethereum, Grayscale's reports say they're fiat hedges. And if you're not familiar with what a fiat hedge is, some of the common fiat hedges are gold or silver or any precious metal, cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin, real estate, your property, stocks and bonds. And, crypto is not just a hedge, it's a rebellion. People are on X, are seeing it, the yield curve control, the endless debt. It's pushing Bitcoin to the moon. And now we have Lynette Zhang come out with this video, declared, the title is, They Just Declared War.
Because how do central banks make their money? Does anybody ever ask that question?
Okay. Does anybody know how central banks make their money? So central banks don't make money like a business trying to profit. Their job is to keep the economy stable. But they do earn money to cover their costs. And here's a simple breakdown, and she'll probably break it down better than I can. Central banks make cash. It costs almost nothing to print a $100 bill, but it's worth $100 when used. The difference is their gain. So they own things like government bonds or foreign money, which pay interest, kind of like earning money from a savings account. They loan to banks. They lend money to regular banks and charge interest on those loans. They might even charge the banks processing fees and for payments. And their extra money after paying their bills, anything left over, that goes to the government or is saved for future needs. Like,
Gold was actually there.
right. And that's what I'm wondering. Do we have the gold in Fort Knox? Do we actually have that gold? I know this was a major topic when Trump got elected, that they were going to show us the gold that we have in the United States and Fort Knox, and not a sound has come from that. So my speculation is that there is no gold and we're screwed.
Stocks sitting at record multiples.
Because if you don't hold it, you don't own it.
So I'm going to end the video there. You guys can finish it. Go to her channel, Lynette Zhang. She is amazing. This is a really long video, but I just wanted to get the point across about what is going to happen to our currency. So that's it for today's quick dive into the central banks and how they make their money and how our currency is going to change. If you've learned something new, hit that like button, subscribe, and drop your comments below. I read all the comments. I'd love to hear what people have to say about, my information. And I will see you in the next video. And stay curious.